Hey, it's Wrestling Hero Figs. We are going to be looking at the full series of the WWE Greatest Hits Elites. If you guys want to pick any of these up, hit the link in the description below. Discount code HERO is going to save you 10% on the man that's claiming your damn soul. Look at this. Undertaker, he knows about the graveyard, man. He says, yo, have you gone and checked out WHF channel? Well, you need to subscribe right now. If you guys are stopping by for the first time, drop a like if you do not want the Undertaker to give you a curse for 7 years, man. That's what he does. He's putting curses on people, and today it looks like he's trying to claim it on you. So definitely drop a like, man. And if you guys want to see these come out of the box, you guys damn well know every single figure in this set is going to be reviewed and unboxed, happening with Diamond Dallas Page, Seth freaking Rollins, Shawn Michaels, Batista, Taker, and King Harley Race. Now, Ministry of Darkness, this was a time and era where Deadman was trying to make a revamp with the old character. Eventually, it was American Badass, and then we got the whole 21 straight WrestleMania wins, which unfortunately did come to an end, but it ain't coming to an end today. No, not right now, because he's going to go ahead and come out of the box along with Mr. Money in the Bank. Now, this is what happens, right? When you get an opportunity at WrestleMania, you're going to give it your all, man. You're going to go in there 110% right here with your boy. And that's what he learned, man. In the Shield days, that was the honor, the tradition of hurrying up and dropping a like because Wrestling Hero Figs is coming up right here with your boy at Mania. Look at that backdrop, man. Packaging on this, top execution right there in the greatest hits. Plus, it's getting that brand new head scan, which we cannot wait, man. I'm telling you, we got Mr. Batman over here. We got the man in white. We got the man in black. Actually, we have his very first elite that it is based on. So some completions, some executions. It is going to go down, man. I can't wait to see all these right here up alongside with Burn It Down. And then we drop a curb stomp right on your monkey ass because Seth Rollins, he wants to come out. This is very exciting. So, yes, probably the second, maybe the third. Shawn Michaels, what do you think? Wrestling Hero Figs, you ought to be putting me at first place. Who wants to see Shawn Michaels right here coming up out of the box and just drop the sweet chin that you guys were executing for? I mean, that's what we were, right? He's like, we're at WrestleMania. Is he going to execute? Is the excellence of execution? Well, that was Bret the Hitman Hart, but was it executed that night? That's the whole gig of the game, and that's what we're going to find out with only 3 stars, you guys. That's a horrible rating. What is good? No, I'm kidding. That's just a little extra bonus right there in the packaging side right there. We got Shawn Michaels, and on the tippy top, he says, Hero Figs, take off my entrance gear. Take off all the goodies, because Batista wanted to make the return. Now, unfortunately, here's the thing about Batista. Yeah, nobody wanted this gear, but it's all good because today I think he might get retribution. He's like, Hero Figs, you keep talking about me like that. I'm going to powerbomb you straight through the table, and then you ain't going to be coming back right there with the return of the Shield. And then its own right, we kind of had Evolution. No, actually, it wasn't Evolution. It was Batista. It was Triple H, Randy Orton. All 3 got back together, and they're like, we need to make a comeback, man. And they were trying to take out Shield. Did they execute? Did they, Rollins? Well, I don't know, man. I say we go ahead and take all these out because I think it's time that we bang that Diamond Dallas Page right here. Check this out, you guys. I feel like DDP, he's always done pretty well in the Mattel figure lineup. My only thing is that if we wanted to see this specific gear, I think it would have been awesome to see it in Ultimate Edition, which, as you guys know, if you are new to the channel, that's something we definitely brought up, and that's something we should put alongside. Don't you agree, Mr. King Harley Race? He says, stop it, Hero Figs. You ought to be talking, you ought to be slipping and cutting, you ought to be dicing, because that's what the box it's going to get, man. He's like, don't stab me, man. I'm doing it right there from the top. We're going to rip all these open, man. I got to keep it minty, though, because I'll tell you what, a nice little backdrop during the figure review, that's how we do. Now, Seth Rollins, here we go. Curb Stomp City and all your monkeys. Yeah! Let's get these unboxed, buddy. Dun, dun, dun. Here we have the full set out of the packaging. I'm going to start out with Seth Rollins because when I said comparisons, that was an understatement, you guys. We got to bring a whole bunch because this man is going to be able to do some upgrades, man. I think there is some long-awaited True FX upgrades that need to play out right here, right now. Unfortunately, during this time, they didn't have the pop-up, so you couldn't actually just pop the head scan off. These will actually require heating. So turn on that notification bell if you guys want to see White Ranger with the updates, man. This is going to be a beaut. I genuinely cannot wait. Accessories is a lot, right? So apart from what we're seeing on the figure, we're getting the WWE title and the Money in the Bank briefcase. You can swap it out right here with close fist, which for me, I'm not sure how you guys are feeling about this, you guys, but I do think that if they were going to do the gloved hands, don't do skin tone. Don't do painted on skin tone. Like, there's just something wrong about that. I can't necessarily agree with that. And the belt right here, let's check this out. Because, again, keep in mind, if it is the same figure, give us the update, buddy boy. Like, give us the belt where you got the side plates. Like, they've already done it. You guys already know 2 packs. They specified, though, the whole reason. Like, we can't do that, Hero Fix. This is pretty much the exact same figure that you already did get, except with the minor upgrades. So pinless, we'll cover that. Now, Money in the Bank briefcase right here, we're going to pop that off your boy because that was the way that he had to cash in, right? You couldn't just be like, WrestleMania, what am I going to do? Well, show up with this, buddy, right? Give this to the referee, says, go ahead, open it up. Inside the briefcase, there is a contract for a WWE title. Actually, there isn't. You got WWE Mattel right there, 2010. Look at this. They're giving us a briefcase from 2010. What the crap is this, Mattel? I'm kidding. This is just pretty much a duplicate from what we already did see. Now, let's get into the figure, you guys, because right here, Mr. Monday Night Messiah, Mr. Seth freaking Rollins, Mr. Money in the Bank. This right here it's got to happen, you guys. Like, now keep in mind the hair transition eventually did fade out. You can see that on this one, actually really only had it towards the bottom. It stops like right there at the neck piece, which it should work out still. You could definitely paint part of it and keep the rest blonde. It's just a thought, and it's something that the people would love to see, man. Drop a like. Do you guys want to see Seth Rollins get the conversion? Because here's the thing. Apart from the head scan that we're getting right here, I truly think that if we were to get this like an ultimate, right, recent ultimate edition Seth Rollins in the white, I know we're getting sidetracked, but at the end of the day, with the new head scan, right, with the brand new tech and all that goodies, sure, I'm all in. Now, as far as the torso, they are utilizing, if you guys were curious, like, dude, what is good with the White Ranger torso? Did they give it to us? Or, well, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys, because I do have this figure in a couple of different looks. I had kind of like the return of when he had this whole Monday Night Messiah theme and he had the whole on white gear. Pretty much right here, same torso. I do see really no difference, even down to the back. Like, if you look at the back tattoo, if you guys were curious, like, Hero Fix, did we get the back tat? Well, that's a given, buddy. If you guys were curious, top, bottom, middle, end, you got all the numbers right there that Seth Rollins was asking for. Now, the gold outline, love this, you guys. Very nice touch to it all. Truly feel that this Seth Rollins might give the run right here for the original. Here's the actual original Seth freaking Rollins. I told you, man, biggie comparisons. What about that Batman? I know you guys want to see that Batman. I know some of you may be new to the channel, but Batman also could definitely use a True FX upgrade. Now, I will say this, you guys, the original, this actually had more of an expression. Actually, it didn't. It had the exact same look, same touch. It was just the way that it was printed on. So it's all on personal preference. Do you guys prefer Seth Rollins in realistic manner, right? Here's Seth, and here's like cartoon. Not that it's cartoon, but it ain't True FX, and it sure as hell ain't Seth freaking Rollins, because he's going to curb stomp you if you say, no, I ain't going to talk trash. I am going to, though. If I would have asked, I would have loved to seen like the screaming look. Kind of like what you're seeing right here, still with the slight blonde, but with the brand new touch. Now, as far as the tights, you will notice that the actual gold outline on the older one, it definitely has a higher gloss. So if you guys want like authenticity, maybe it's leaning more towards the newer one. I do think that it's kind of like a mix of both in order to give you the true, accurate look as to what he wore that night. But I will still say I prefer the brighter, man. Like, as far as a figure shelf, like the full gear, right? It's already black. it's definitely going to stand out a little bit more. But at the same time, you guys are asking for authenticity. So that's where the clash is. He says, what are you going to rank me, Hero Figs? Well, before we drop the curb stomp, I think we need to go ahead and look at the rest right here in the rest and kind of rank them, right? Best to worst, worst to good. The fact that Shawn Michaels has this rubber condom on and can still perform that entrance theme. Look at that, you guys. Like, man's in full pose. He is about to tell you that. Hero Figs, you know we got interchangeable hands, oh, without a doubt, buddy. So the ones that are on the figure are closed fist, and the one that you can swap out, they will be the regular skin tone with the red painted on, which, again, man, I could have been a nice little update, a nice little upgrade, but they still kept it. Now, as far as the original, I do have that one right up alongside if you guys wanted to see the boyhood dream. Before the boyhood dream was a dream. All right, older one, yeah, a little bit dusty. Buddy boy, why are you so damn dusty? I've been sitting in Hero Fig shelf collecting the dust because you are finally coming up. And you know what? I'm not going to go ahead and replace it because at the end of the day, this holds a special place. Anybody that knows the hunt game during this time and era, this one was a hard one to get at. Again, it was originally an exclusive to a retailer, and I believe Shopko was the store. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments, you guys. But at the end of the day, I do think that this one definitely has the one-up as far as the actual scan look. You are also going to get a darker tint within the hair. This has more of like an actual brown. This kind of has like almost like a slight red mixed in. On the back end, you guys, you're going to see that the ponytail game, it's very much there. Really no differences. The main differences as far as hair that you're going to notice, it's going to be the way that the hair piece was printed on. So actually there was a run and chase. You could have either A, had this one that you're seeing right here with the hair piece only on the chest, none on the stomach hair, or B, there was the one that you actually could have gotten similar to what we got here. And I do believe Alex West Collects, when he reviewed this, the original one that he did have within Mixed In was the same one. So if you guys wanted to like get a good idea of what the original one brought with that hair, go check that out. Now the entrance piece, again, very flexible. You can definitely still pose him in his entrance signature. You got to move the calf around and whatnot. But at the end of the day, all that flexibility will still very much be there based on the type of material that they are utilizing. Upper vest, it is removable. You can see that this actually has a darker tint as opposed to the original one. The original one had more of kind of like the gray that you're seeing right here. So again, some updates mixed in. And you can take it off, not through the back end, but it's going to be through the front. All you got to do, crunch it, slip it, slide it, and get sweet chin played out right here with Shawn Michaels and the greatest hits, which, you know what, I got to say this one was a priority as far as an Ultimate Edition update, and I do think now having this gem, I didn't want to do it to the original. It's just a little monumental piece. Like, you can't do it, man. You can't crack me. It's been 10 freaking years, and you still got me on the damn figgy shelf. Sometimes you got to hold that special place at heart. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that man right there up alongside. Now, I do want to take this off. The way that you do it is going to be through the back end. It's going to be on the left side. So your right, my left. At the end of the day, it's the same damn side. And then the top piece, you can see that it does disconnect right there up top. Inside, it is going to be based off WrestleMania. So if you guys aren't familiar with this match, Shawn Michaels, and it was Stone Cold Steve Austin. And you know what I might have to do, you guys? Oh, all right. So on the other side, we got the same touch. All right. It was him, Austin, and it was pretty much a replacement game, right? During this time, Michaels was running the show. He was kind of the leading guy. He was the face of WWE in that time. So what they do, well, Stone Cold came in and said, Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass. And he did, man. He came in there, which, here's the thing. You guys know we're going to do some fake ski-up-skis. There's definitely going to be some cracking involved. And I do think if we were to incorporate the third man in that video, oh yeah, it's going to be insane. Turn on that notification bell because I do think that Iron Mike Tyson would love to partake in that video. I know the OGs might have seen the regular Elite, but I can tell you this, Ultimate Edition update was already in the works long before Mattel said, we got to make this a release, man. Got to be one step ahead of the game, and you can't let Mattel sweet chin you back to your Happy Meal ass. So kick pads are the same, and you will see that the bottom two, we'll get all that silver right here. And then the top right hand will have the broken heart one. You get a total of 3 on each side, and it will be matching on both sides. Man, this Michaels is sick, man. I would love to see this one cracked right there in UE. Not you. You don't got to worry, buddy. You still got that special place. We're going to go ahead and pull them to the side. Now let's get the Ministry of Darkness rolled up, because I know Viscera has been waiting around. Big Boss, man. Who else? We got a whole gang. I think even Vinnie Mac was the man that was behind the show, man. That's what it was. At the end of the day, he says, you're going to rest in peace because you haven't dropped a like on the video. But that's what you're doing right now. He says, I got you. Look, even Undertaker knows. He says, Hero Fakes, I got you on the like, buddy, and I got you on the title. So apart from the actual interchanging hands, you will get the tag team belts right here, which, no update, exact same gem on the side as well as on the front. Brings it together right there with the strap. Now, True FX. All right, here's the thing. This one originally truly started, I think it was, I could be wrong, not this one specifically, but the whole theme and look of it was the STC origin, and then eventually they re-released it, and then eventually this actually ended up being part, I believe, Target line. So it was mixed around a whole bunch, different looks, almost the same time and era, but I gotta say this one right here specifically, this one is nice because, like, for me, oh man, I wasn't a fan of some of those scans that we did get with the Ultimate Edition. So I do think that this one is going to play some important roles in the fake ski up skis. He says, you ought to be resting in peace right now because you ain't taking my buddies to Tombstone City. Now, as you guys know, during this time, as far as the actual singlet, there wasn't much to it. I mean, yes, there was side designs. The main tooling that we did see, like as opposed to what you're seeing right here with Ultimate, you got all this going on the shoulder piece and the abdominal area. It was only on the chest. So that raised up part right there, the only actual paint apps that you will get will be the surrounding red to wrap that up as the matching sides. And it will continue if you do articulate the torso right there, which, again, a nice little update with it. We got the pinless design, same tattoo work, no differences. It's going to be the whole standing point of Wrestling Hero Fix. Why don't you got that original? Well, I'll tell you what. I think I might have every Undertaker in the Figgy collection, but I remember I did a trade ski with a buddy ski, so I can't actually give him a quick represent, but I do think that the Ultimate Edition would still be a nice piece. Now, Batista, Blue Tista, the return that, again, nobody damn wanted. I would have gotten the red. I would have said, you know what? Yeah, that's one that I'll sign up for. Hands, not much, right? We do got the ones that are on, which are close fist, and the 2 ones that you can do mic open, you will actually get the same tattoo treatment on both of them. So here's the right. Now the left right here, again, almost similar, but at the same time, it's got its own treatment within the logo. If you guys want to see it on the close fist, here's a little quick close-up right there. Mixed in, he says, I'm going to knock you out, bro. You ain't showing my tattoos in detail. Well, I'm going to tell you something, Blue Tista. When you're coming up here with this gear, I'm telling you, this wasn't his best run. This was kind of like the departure. This was there. I mean, there was one more match following after, you know, the whole Blue Tista theme, which it was only one return match. But what I'm saying is, like, he had teamed up again with Triple H, Randy Orton. The Shield was on the come up, and he says, damn it, I got to take off this damn hat. Nobody wants to see me in a damn beanie hat, and that's what happened, dude. He gave him the Batista bomb through the table. Dude, it was actually a pretty good match. Like, even though given that it was a later day, I do think that Roman Reigns, Rollins, and the gang brought it all that night. This one specifically, yeah, not so much. A lot of QC going on in my beard. You can see a lot of missed spots right there up front. I think it's mainly due to the fact that Blue Tista's like, I can't believe they didn't give me the red gear, man. Now the vest, you can swap this out, or sorry, you can take it off, but what you're going to want to do first is check out the sides, man. We can't take it off unless we check out the whole surrounding. So on the back end, it is going to be a whole flat finish, but the little side pockets right here, it's going to be the main tooling within the vest. Same way, you go ahead and pull the arm back, slip that off. A very soft, pliable plastic. If you guys were curious on difficulty, I'd rate it at a 1 maybe, 1 out of 10. Not too bad. Here's all the tattoos. The pinless design, again, was really, truly the only update apart from the True FX. The back tattoo, now again, if you guys didn't see the original, I do think that this man got pretty carried away with those tats, man. Like, honestly, to some point, I couldn't even make out what the hell he was bringing. Like, initially, there was this massive dragon, which you can still see mixed in the blue. But later on, bro, like, he got a wing, he got a little sun around his stomach, and then he's like, I got to get my gear blued out, man. So, again, nice little gear, a lot of detail involved. And I don't know, at the same time, Yeah, they missed the target. Like they're trying to make a target in the back end, but they missed the target on the figure that most fans wanted. And I'm talking about like figure fans because I think at the end of the day, a lot of times when they do make votes on this, you guys, it's pretty much based on whether or not like people actually want it, right? So here's the thing. If you got a lot of people voting that don't actually collect figures, you ain't going to be getting the figure that you want if you're the one that's actually going to be picking it up. DDP right here. Same piece, you guys. During this time, we had already had the pinless design. We'd already had the True FX. It's going to be the tone of the hair where it's really going to be distinguishing one from the other. So if you guys want like full in-depth, I truly suggest to go check out the content because this is exactly the same piece. Look at this. He's imprisoned himself. He's like, they gave me the exact same. I mean, at least you guys got True FX. I mean, they all got True FX. But you guys know what I'm saying? Like, huge missed opportunity on this. I mean, like, give it to us again, sure, but give it to us in Ultimate. Don't have the people that don't know how to torso cracking up right here with this Harley Race. Now, with Harley, this is a whole different song and dance. This is the original that actually a lot of people may not have in the collection. So again, Mattel making the save right here on them Figgy collectors. Now, as far as the crown, you guys, at least on the newer one, not sure what it is. Like I tried every angle. Like I tried the left, tried the right, I tried the back. And for the life of me, maybe it's just the QC concern that we're having here, but it just doesn't stay on. Like it wiggles and then it falls off. Now the original one, check this out. I can actually put the man upside down. I can throw him to the side and that will just stay on. And I do believe it's the exact same piece. There are no significant differences that are standing out. Interchanging hands, they are got mic open on the figure, and then we got the full-on closed fist that you can swap out. So again, nothing different on the crown. Mainly difference is that this one's going to be like a darker purple, but it's still the same tooling. It's still the same design that people were wondering. Now, as far as like the actual gear itself, well, that's why we're here. Now, open it up. Let's find out. The cape, again, solid rubber material. It pretty much just clings on through the front. And the way that it does look, if you guys were curious, I'm going to go and show you the back end. That way you guys can get a good idea. I know there's been a lot of customizers that have actually made like fabric versions of this. So if you guys want something more with like fabric goods instead of like a no posing option, because that's what it is, right? Like how the hell is this man going to spread it, right? So he can spread it, but you're going to get some interference involved with the design of the jacket. Now, when you do slip it off, it is going to be the same figure, but again, it is going to get updates right here on the tattoos. It's going to be the pinless mixed in with the True FX, and I would consider that a lighter hairpiece. So on the newer one, we definitely have a lot more blonde going on with it all. As far as the expression, same expression, but keep in mind this one, True FX, which really there's no significant differences. Even though this one has the brand new update within the True FX, really nothing that makes this figure stand out as far as like the update with the way it looks. Back end right there, we do have the crown. The knee pads, we are going to get the open design. It's going to be a darker purple on the knee pads, and then the actual boots themselves will have a more of a lighter purple. You got the crown right there with the gold mixed in. Socks popping out because the man didn't know the style during that time, except knowing that he was king. He says, "Are you going to crown me king?" No, we're not going to crown you. We might crown you king. All right, we wanted that. A lot of people wanted this. So this figure, I would say hands down, probably the most desired in the series out of all, just mainly due just to not a lot of people having it and not having access. He was canceled like halfway through production. Some people were able to get it. Luckily, I managed to find one on the second market. I believe I paid $80 for that. So again, if you guys don't want to pay that much, hit that link, man, wrestlingfigures.com. They got you covered, dude. Discount code HERO. Definitely check them out, you guys, because you don't got to be paying no ridiculous $150 price for a figure. I got to rank number one without a shadow of a doubt, Shawn freaking Michaels. The new updates on this, you guys, I got to give all the love to this. I feel like this is what I needed right here in order to get some of those UE conversions. Number 2, Harley Race. 3, got to give it to my boy Rollins. 4, yeah, look, I want to give it to DDP, but the Batista, yeah, I don't know. I do think that the updates on that one's a little bit... No, get out of here. Undertaker. for sure, Deadman. And then last place, it's got to be DDP, you guys. I mean, come on. I want to give the man some love, but at the same time, nobody wanted no Batista bomb up in here in the blue gear. The only thing we wanted was the red gear, and Shawn Michaels luckily brought it. But give me your thoughts. Let me know what you guys think of the series. I know it was a mouthful, but at the same time, we needed to hear it, man. I want to thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Sweet chin!